Doing this, man, on my own since day one.
Day one.
You know what I'm saying? Since day one, like everybody, a lot of folks, a lot of people, everybody almost done came to me with different situations like, man, let me help you with this and do this and do that. But me in my position, like I got too much of my own money tied in this and too much of my own time in it. Like I got too much invested in it. People that done been through this, they know exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So they can't do nothing but respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like it take a lot of hard work to get to where I'm at right now and do what I'm doing. I can't think of one person that gave me $1, a coin. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you plenty of people that got them and doubted me, plenty of people that got them and just that they like what I do, love what I do, but just hate the nigga that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. I decided to visit West Cancer Center and Clinic today just to show my appreciation for like over the years. I had several family members that come through here and been patients of this clinic. So I just really wanted to show up and show them my support, show them my like how thankful I am just for them being them. My artist, Big Moochie great. He's from the east side, he's from East Memphis. So we'll be in East Memphis, like everybody, we be passing out turkeys all over the city, like every part of the city this whole week, really. You done turned niggas into millionaires, bro. Like, how many niggas can say that? Like, I done turned other rappers into millionaires without using a major label. Everybody, like, they sign niggas, they sign them to their major label. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never had to do that shit. I ain't never had to put my artists in no major label system, no none of that shit. Like, nah, I'm finna turn you up.
How much do it cost to work a record independently?
It depends. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna have to take anywhere from $250,000 budget to $1 million budget. The last deal I was finna get ready to do, I signed it.
How much was it for?
You know what I mean? A dub.
22.
Know what I mean?
I remember 22.
Yeah. Know what I mean?
That's $22 million
Bro,
if y'all know what the fuck we talking about. There's some goofy motherfuckers out there like a dub. He was under 20.
22 million.
I turned down that 22 M's. You know what I mean? Bro, I went to my lawyer office. We talked, we go over it. We had been going over it for like the past
2 weeks.
No, about 4 months.
Oh, all right.
The deal was good though. I'm talking about on paper.
We went over. It was what I had wanted. Like the structure of it, the whole. It was like, I'm gonna do it. And like, shit.
Was it a joint venture 50-50 split? How was it?
Yes. You know what I mean? But when I signed it, I'm at my lawyer office. I'm like, let me go and sign it so she can send it back. Bro, I leave poor.
I avoid certain, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know, man, I do what I do, you know what I'm saying? But if you doing anything and you can't function and take care of your business or it's holding you back, you can't get no money, can't do your shit like shit. It is what it is. You're a junkie. You letting the streets suck you up, you know what I mean? You ain't profiting, you ain't profiting no money, you ain't taking care of no business, you know what I'm saying? You ain't doing shit every day. So that's what makes you a junkie. That's what, you know what I mean, separate the boys and the men. You know what I mean? Like shit, jump out here and play if you want to, but you start fucking up, you ain't taking care of your business, bro. You just a victim to this shit.
Can you explain to me the role that that chain plays in all of that? Feeling good and...
It's crazy you say that because this chain actually was my brother Young Dolph's chain. He ordered it before he passed. So he wasn't physically here to buy it, so I bought it for him.
And that's a part of him with you, essentially.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really special.
Yeah, most definitely.
You do say on the album, I'm rocking blue diamonds, don't I remind you of Dolph?
Yeah, you heard it.
The streets are buzzing, the internet is on fire, and people are celebrating like it's a holiday. But not for a good reason. The man who pulled the trigger on Young Dolph's, Justin Straight Drop Johnson, has allegedly been attacked in prison and is now in critical condition. For some, it's karma. For others, it's a chilling reminder that actions have consequences. And sometimes they come in ways you never expect. But before we dive into the chaos of prison attacks and viral reactions, we need to go back and understand how we got here. The story of Young Dolph's murder is deeper than most people realize, tangled in street feuds, high-profile trials, and a culture that turns conflict into entertainment. Young Dolph's, born Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., wasn't just another rapper. He was a Memphis legend, a self-made millionaire, and a symbol of independence. He built his empire from the ground up without signing to a major label, proving that you didn't have to compromise your art or integrity to succeed. He supported local businesses, inspired young people in his community, and carried himself with a quiet confidence that demanded respect. On November 17th, 2021, that life came to a tragic end. Dolph's was only 36 years old when he was gunned down outside Makita's homemade cookies in Memphis, a place he loved, a place he frequented not for clout, but to support a black-owned business he respected. Like the entire city went into mourning, and the hip-hop community felt the loss nationally. Fans left flowers, shared memories, and flooded social media with tributes. But the reality was harsh. This wasn't a random act of violence. This was a calculated hit. The tension that led to Dolph's murder had been brewing for years. At the heart of it was a decades-long rap and street beef with Yo Gotti and his CMG label. This wasn't just about music, this was real-life street conflict. Like there had been prior attempts on Dolph's life. In 2017, his car was riddled with over 100 bullets in Charlotte. Yet Dolph's never backed down, never left Memphis, never let fear dictate his moves. He was respected because he stood his ground. That same fearless attitude, however, also put him in danger, and eventually, the streets would demand their due. November 17th started like any other day for Dolph's. Around 1 p.m., he pulled up to Makita's, chatting with staff, joking about fresh cookies, and spreading love to his community. What he didn't know was that two men, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, were lying in wait. They had been tipped off, and they were on a mission that would forever change the city. As Dolph's stepped out of his car, gunfire erupted. Multiple shots, a war zone in broad daylight, and in moments, a legend was gone. The witnesses described chaos, screams, and disbelief. By the time police arrived, young Dolph had been pronounced dead. Even the city was left reeling. The investigation that followed was intense. The Memphis Police Department and later the U.S. Marshals Service were on high alert. Surveillance footage became crucial. Every angle, every vehicle, every suspicious movement was analyzed. The shooter's car, a white Mercedes-Benz, was traced, and within weeks, investigators had identified the suspects. Social media also played a major role. In Memphis, word travels fast. Art and fans and local communities began sharing theories, identifying names, and speculating on motives. By January 2022, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith were both arrested. Johnson, in particular, had become one of the most wanted men in America, posting on social media in a near taunt to the authorities, as if daring them to catch him. But in the end, no one outruns justice. Both men were brought back to Memphis to face murder charges. The courtroom drama that followed was gripping. And Cornelius Smith decided to cooperate with prosecutors, giving detailed testimony about the planning and execution of the murder. He described how they tracked Dolph's, waited for the perfect moment, and ambushed him at Makita's. Johnson's defense tried every angle to create doubt, but the evidence was overwhelming. Surveillance footage, witness testimony, forensic evidence, and Smith's confessions all pointed directly to Johnson. In September 2024, the jury found him guilty of first-degree murder, conspiracy, and weapons charges, and he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Justice, at least partially, had been served. The courtroom erupted in relief and grief. For Dolph's family, it was a bittersweet victory. Justice meted out, but a life already lost could never be returned. Yet the story doesn't end there. Hernandez Goin, alleged mastermind of the hit, faced trial in August 2025. Despite testimony suggesting he orchestrated the hit, the jury acquitted him. Memphis erupted in disbelief. How could the supposed orchestrator walk free while the shooters remained behind bars for life? The bitter taste of injustice lingered, and the violence connected to the situation continued. Anthony Big Jook Mims, whose name had surfaced as someone allegedly offering $100,000 for Dolph's death, was shot and killed outside a Memphis restaurant in January 2024. Whether it was revenge or unrelated beef, the cycle of violence showed no signs of stopping. Fast forward to today, and the story takes another shocking turn. Reports have emerged that Justin Johnson was attacked in prison and is now in critical condition. He is housed at South Central Correctional Facility in Tennessee, surrounded by violent offenders, many of whom likely admired young Dolph's and resented Johnson's actions. According to multiple social media posts and underground blogs, he was assaulted, possibly with makeshift weapons. The details are murky, and some insiders claim the story might be exaggerated or even false. A man claiming to have connections inside the prison said that nobody mentioned Johnson being attacked, casting doubt on the rumors. But the fact that this news has gone viral says more about public sentiment than anything else. People are celebrating, sharing dolphin emojis, laughing, and declaring karma is real. There is almost no sympathy for a man who took a life so recklessly. This situation opens a bigger conversation about the culture surrounding violence in hip-hop. Young Dolph's death wasn't just an isolated tragedy, it represents a larger pattern where rap beefs escalate into real street violence, often fueled by an industry that profits from conflict. Social media, clickbait, diss tracks, and viral videos reward aggression, these creating pressure for young artists to prove themselves not just in music, but in real life. The consequences are devastating. Families lose sons, brothers, and fathers. Communities are traumatized. Talented artists like King Von, Pop Smoke, and Nipsey Hussle were taken before their potential could be fully realized. These aren't stories of clout. They are stories of loss. At the same time, we must consider the human cost for those on the other side. Justin Johnson chose to take a contract to end someone's life. Cornelius Smith made similar choices. They sacrificed freedom, reputation, and any hope of a normal life for street credibility and money. Life in prison is a slow, punishing sentence. You're alive, but stripped of everything you once had. If the prison attack rumors are true, Johnson's suffering has only multiplied. He is paying the price for decisions that changed multiple lives forever. But the tragedy doesn't stop at legal consequences. Young Dolph's children are growing up without their father. They'll never hear his voice, feel his hugs, or learn from his guidance. His mother buried her son. His siblings lost a brother. Fans lost an icon. Meanwhile, the streets and social media have become judge and jury, punishing Johnson in ways no courtroom could. Some call it karma, some divine justice, others just the harsh reality of a violent cycle. Whatever you call it, the lesson is clear. Actions have consequences, and sometimes they come in forms we least expect. Young Dolph's legacy, however, remains untouchable. His independent hustle, his paper route empire, his music, and the impact he made on Memphis culture continue to inspire. His story is a testament to resilience, independence, and vision. Artists and fans alike are reminded that true influence isn't just measured by fame or wealth. It's about the lives you touch, the example you set, and are in the communities you lift up. The paper route lives forever, and Dolph's contributions continue to shape the music industry and the city he loved so deeply. Looking at the bigger picture, this entire saga sheds light on a disturbing cycle. Rap beefs escalate from subliminal shots in songs to social media arguments, then real-world attacks, and eventually loss of life. The entertainment industry profits at every stage, turning real pain into revenue. Communities bear the consequences. Our families grieve, artists die prematurely, and the public consumes it as entertainment, often forgetting that these are real lives being destroyed. The story of Justin Johnson and Young Dolph's also reflects something even more profound. Choices matter. One decision to commit violence changes countless lives. One choice to pursue revenge perpetuates cycles of trauma. And while some may celebrate street justice, it never brings back the dead, never heals wounds, and never restores potential. Then life is lost, families are broken, legacies are interrupted, and yet the lessons remain. Independence, integrity, and respect cannot be stolen, even in the face of tragedy. As for Justin Johnson, whether or not the prison attack is true, his fate is sealed. Life without parole ensures he will never walk free, surrounded by people who resent him and a world that will not forgive the life he took. Cornelius Smith faces similar consequences. Big Jook is gone, Young Dolph's is gone, and the ripple effects of one violent day continue to impact families, communities, and an entire music scene. Street justice, prison consequences, and legal punishments may vary, but the cost is the same: permanent loss. The lesson for the rest of us is stark. Protect your life, protect your peace, and understand that no amount of street cred or vengeance is worth your freedom or your future. Hip-hop, culture, and ambition should never require violence. Artists should uplift, inspire, and create. Let not be forced into cycles of retaliation that claim lives prematurely. The story of Young Dolph's is both a cautionary tale and an inspiring example. Independence, vision, and loyalty to your community leave a mark that death cannot erase. So, what do you think? Do you believe Justin Johnson really got attacked in prison? Is this karma in motion? Or just the viral chaos of the internet? How do we break these cycles in hip-hop before more talent is lost? Sound off in the comments? I'm hit that like button and subscribe for updates. Rest in peace, young Dolphs, a real Memphis legend who stayed true to his vision, his art, and his people. The paper route lives forever. Real recognize real. And the real ones are the ones who make it out, live to tell the story, and leave the world better than they found it. Peace.